Hi, I'm Jill Keb with Healthy Facts, making a really yummy and good for you pumpkin walnut bread. Oh man, you know, these kind of simple breads are easy. You don't need any special equipment. Well, you just, first I'm just going to prepare this pan. So you know, like, it's kind of nice to unmold a pan easier. Like I'll unmold this onto a plate and then frost it. So I put a little coconut oil, smeared that around, and then just sprinkle some, I probably didn't need that much, but I'm gonna just kind of pat it around and then run it around the edges so that it kind of, the flour coats the whole pan that's been oiled, and it'll leave a nice little, you know, layer, and there you have a prepared cake pan. This will make it easier for us to unmold it. All right, so set that aside. We want to put the four sort of wet ingredients in one dish, and then the sort of the dry ingredients in another. I'm going to do my pumpkin. A nice organic pumpkin is called for in this recipe, and it's just so exciting because it adds a lot of the moisture from this recipe. The pumpkin is really adding to that without any oils. There's no oils in this recipe, so that's fun. We've got a cup of milk of choice, some vanilla, and some brown sugar. Okay, it's like normal. I'm always splashing and wrecking and all that. Okay, so we want to incorporate this, stir it up a little bit. I'm going to set this aside for a second and just throw the dry ingredients in. Whole rolled oats, a little bit of flour. I'm using like a whole wheat white or a pastry flour. A little bit of the baking soda, baking powder. This is a key ingredient. It's the flax, ground flaxseed. You can get the golden color. In this recipe, I don't think it matters so much. We have the dark color. I like to keep my flax in the freezer then, because just like the nuts I keep in the freezer. And then some seasonings. I have some cinnamon, some a little allspice, a little nutmeg, a little salt. So basically what you want to do is just mix these up separately and then mix them together. Add the walnuts, throw it in the oven, 350 degrees. It is so easy, and you just can't believe how good it turns out, how delicious. And it's funny because the rolled oats, maybe it's because we're just using 1/4 of a cup here, they're really not detectable. I think they just kind of help bind the cake, as does the flax. Whisk. Okay, so we have our wet ingredients mixed, got our dry ingredients mixed. When you combine them both together, you just don't want to overmix. So we're gonna stir, stir, stir until it's combined, and they'll just, they always say don't overmix. You know what? I don't really know why. I should check that out. Oh, it smells so good. That nutmeg, cinnamon, and pumpkin. There you go. You can put your nuts on the top, or I'm going to just throw mine right in there because we're going to frost this cake with the date frosting recipe. And this is how easy it is. I will show you the final results in a picture. So I hope that you really go ahead and try to make this. I mean, the hardest part of this recipe, honestly, is just getting the ingredients together. That's the hardest part of any recipe, really. I mean, once you have the ingredients, you have them at home, and then you measure them out, and you kind of have them ready to go, then I think cooking, that's That's the fun part. It's really fun to throw something together. But when you turn on the TV or some lovely music, make that other part fun too. This goes in the oven. Awesome. I'm Jill Cab with Healthy Facts. Thanks for watching. Frosted the cake with our date maple frosting, some walnuts, and a little bit of pumpkin butter right in the middle. You could just eat this cake with pumpkin butter or a lot of other things without even frosting it. It's really good.